in January the 4th, or 5th rather, 7 months into this, and I'm at 100% functionality, and I have no pain. My foot is not twisted or looking weird anymore.
All right, Robert. So thank you so much for agreeing to share with us your experience with the procedure that will work on your feet. All right, so real quick, can you remind me what you had before and how we come about that you found out about our practice?
Well, I'd been looking for a long time, Dr. Nguyen, to find the right doctor to what I thought could fix the problem without using hardware, was my choice. And so having looked through the internet and looked at these different procedures that different doctors use, different hardware that they use, and the fact that the hardware sometimes becomes part of the problem rather than a cure, mindset was to find something other than that, some alternative to that problem. And I have to say that I was trolling the internet under some search words in Google, and I found Dr. Milchin in Toronto. I watched a couple of videos that he had on YouTube, and I was sold, having seen them, that this was the way to go. And so I was disappointed that he was in Toronto, and I would want to speak with someone in his office about making a trip there. And instead, I saw some comments on his website, some comments from patients about his procedure, and I sent him an email and asked him if he knew something. If he knew of a physician in the greater Philadelphia area, even I said the greater New York area, and that does the same techniques you use. And he goes, yes, and he responded immediately and said that Dr. Nguyen here in Hackettstown, New Jersey, did the same kind of procedure. So I was thrilled to find out that you could do the same thing and that you had the experience to pull this off for my feet as well. And I have to say, I think I just mentioned to you before we did this film that it's 7 months. I had on my right foot, I had a hammertoe as well as a bunion that was, they said was severe versus moderate. And on my left foot, I had 2 hammertoes that was toes number 2 and 3, and not on the big toe that I have a bunion and did not. So our getting together, we first did the hammertoe and we did the bunion, and we did that back in July. And here we are in January the 4th, or 5th rather, 7 months into this, and I'm at 100% functionality, and I have no pain. My foot is not twisted or looking weird anymore. We did another operation on my left foot. We had 2 toes that needed some correcting there, and we're through that healing process as well. And it's kind of sad to say you don't need to see me anymore. I don't need to see you anymore.
We can always see each other.
After these 7 months, I'm so thrilled that I had the opportunity to meet you and Dr. Zhu and have this procedure done. So thank you, Dr. Nguyen. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. That I'm thrilled that you did so well. And with the beautiful thing about minimally invasive approach, that no hardware, right? So can you share with me your recovery experience with this technique?
Sure. It was interesting to understand how you had to, what you needed to do to make this toe straight, as well as continue to be straight once it healed. And so, I think I used the metaphor of cutting down a tree and wedging the tree so that, you can determine the direction it'll fall. And pretty much the same thing with the toe. You had to wedge some matter in there and cut a wedge so the toe would fit correctly and go straight there forward. So here, doctor, all we did was your tape and casting on my foot when I had the day of the operation, and I think I had it on for a week, and then after 1 week it comes off, and we get back to just taping the foot and the toes rather in the direction that you needed them to go. So that was very easy to learn. You were fortunate. We photographed those taping operations that you did for me,
right?
And I used the taping methods and mechanisms for I guess 3 months, and off and on. Doesn't have to be on there full time, but it's off and on. And again, it was no appliances, nothing, and there was just a small a small incision made in my foot where the bunion was, and if it was larger than a speck of pepper, then that's saying it was large.
Right.
Because that's about the size of the opening that you needed to be in to fix the bunion.
And the beautiful thing is that you're walking throughout the whole process. You don't have to be all weight bearing, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, the thing is, I see people now, I look at their feet. and it's crazy, but I do. I look at their feet, and I've seen 2 or 3 women that have grossly toes that really you could fix. And I'm half minded to go up and say, hey, look, I know somebody can do that. You want to see my toes? So that's true. So yeah, so no hardware, and 7 months in, and I said, I'm so glad I found you through Dr. Mulchin, and I couldn't be more pleased. So thanks again.
Yeah, well, we very happy that we be able to help you. You travel far to come to see us, you know, and I know that you were ready to go to Toronto to get Dr. Bunion King or Dr. Mulchin to fix your feet.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, for me, it's a privilege to take care of you, because get you back to your activities, doing what you want to do this springtime. So definitely follow up with us, you know.
As I mentioned to you, I have a brand new pair of rollerblades to get into, and so I'm going to wait about another week or 2, and we have some nice days like today to get myself going again. So again, thank you for that. Yeah,
well, absolutely, I'm here to help. All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, doctor.
All right.